What is going on, everyone? Commodore last year today brings you guys my live reaction to Kaguya-sama Love is War manga chapter 240. Now, the chapter has come out on the Thursday instead of the Friday, which means we can read the latest installment of Akasaka's masterpiece a day earlier than I thought, because I thought it was going to come out on Fridays, but now it looks like it's coming out today. So regardless, chapter's out. But I want to say something real quickly before we get into this chapter, because the start of this week was very brutal. If you are unaware of the news that transpired, it came out. Next week we're going on break with Kaguya-sama, and then when we come back on the 21st, we are beginning the final arc of this series, the final arc of Akasaka's masterpiece, and it caught me by surprise a bit, because even though going back to like 213, when now we're in the end game, I felt that maybe next year, like towards the end of next year, maybe we would have that would be the end of the story. But given the pacing where we are right now, and the fact that we are actually entering this final arc after this chapter and stuff, it's like the end of the journey is coming up, man. And it breaks my heart, because I wanted to be able to have more weeks to talk about the series week in, week out, because I love this series. I love reading. I love it, just being a part of the journey with this series, the shenanigans that go on, the wholesomeness, the jokes, all that. But knowing that journey is going to come to an end, that's tough, because this series is top 5. Manga wise for me, man, it's top 5. It skyrocketed that high just off the enjoyment I had with it, but how much I can relate to these characters, their stories, their personality traits, all these things that I can connect with. It's going to be tough to say goodbye, man. But at the very least, we got to try and enjoy as much of the time we have left, because we don't know. It could end at the end of this year, the beginning of next year. We don't know, honestly. It all depends on Akasaka. But we have this chapter to worry about, because more than likely, it is going to be one chapter. It's the dance. I just hope, at the very least, all the planning, all the coverage, all the time that was spent to ensure that Ishigami and Iino are happy, we get that. Because after this, man, it's going to be Kaguya and Miyuki taking down that bald sicko Oko. Because I can't have my boy go off to America and let that bald man prosper far longer than he has already. But without further ado, let's get into it. Kaguya-sama, chapter 240. And the title of the chapter is called Kaguya-sama Wants to Dance. Ah, man. I would have preferred Miko Wants to Dance, because it's supposed to be their thing, but I get it. I get it. But again, sometimes the titles could also be misleading in some ways, but I get it. I get it. And, okay, so start out with Miyuki right here. It looks like he's getting the data and stuff prepared for the dance. We need appetizers over here. Stat. It's been a full year, but the French exchange event has arrived once again. Bring them in through the back to avoid running into the drinking queue. Is the repairman for the tea trolley still not here? You see Betsy and stuff running around like crazy, and one of the other French girls, I believe. Damn it, in the end, the series just as chaotic as last year. Sorry. And you see, Kaguya look nice right here, man. So I guess so it has to be, because they already most of them in their fits and stuff, because Miyuki got the suit on and stuff. You see Kaguya with the dress and everything. Sorry about this, Shinomiya. I have to take care of things back here for a bit, so could you wait for me in the main hall until I'm done? All right. Wait, is that me? Is that Iino? Is that Iino? Hold on, because he looks like going to another room. Wait! Oh, just look it in. Ishigami, you are an idiot, bro. Oh my god. This man came in the uniform. She pulled up with a dress, my boy. What are you doing? Oh my god. Of course, Ishigami. Of course. You're not familiar with these kind of things and stuff, but for God's sake, man, come on. Somebody's advice. Somebody could have told you, man. Put on a goddamn suit. Something, man. Of course. Of course. Of course. But oh, she looks so good, man. Damn you, Ishigami. Why would you do that, man? Why did you come in your uniform? Well, what do you mean, why? The dress code said uniforms were okay. I mean, look, there are plenty of people in their uniforms. Excuse me? Everyone knows you're supposed to dress up for a dance. Yo, come on, man. Like, I get it, right? Protocol says this, whatever, fine. You go with the whatever is normal, but come on, man. For something like this, you gotta make it special. Come on. Hey, what's going on here? The two of you are making a scene. Kaguya actually looks really nice in her dress too, though. But man, this Iino one, that's perfect. Even though I went on my way to come here in a dress, Ishigami just, good grief, sort that kind of stuff out before you come. yo, I was talking loud, but I need her in the dress too, man. I need her in the dress. I thought something like this might happen, so I had some extra outfits prepared just in case. Kaguya ahead of the curve. If my boy isn't street smart, at the very least, he's got the right person watching over him. Love to see it. Yeah? But how anticipating situations like this is part of what it means to be a Shinomiya. Both of you really need to get your acts together. Yeah, well, mainly him, but I get it. You should already know that communication is key by now. There's no need to start yelling at each other over every little thing. All right, yeah, so they say even if they become a couple or something, that's still stuff that they have to hash out and everything, right? Communication's key. Very, very important. You gotta talk it out. It's an overreaction. Look, I know I'm being a bit strict with you two right now, but once we're gone, the responsibility for protecting our school will fall to the two of you. Why do we have to go into the final arc, man? Can we just have a little bit more time? But I get it, a month, like, look at their faces, because it's really setting into them that, like, the end is near, like, do you understand what I'm saying? Yes. Okay, now he looks fresh. Now my boy looks fresh. Oh man, you love to see it. Bye, how nice. You look dashing. Now then, take her arm. The baby. Oh my god, they look so good together, man. You know what? This was the right choice at the end of the day. The right choice at the end of the day. It took a lot of work to slowly get to this point, but damn it, they're going to be happy together, man. That's my golden truth. Dancing with other people throughout the event is fine, but the first and last dances are meant to be shared with your partner. Now go have fun out there. Oh my god, I feel like I'm going to shed a tear at some point. Yeah, at some point soon. Look how happy, bro. Look at those two. Oh, after everything that they've gone through, man. What is that? Wait, is that Iino and Ishigami? What? No way. Huh. They seem kind of different than usual, so I guess some of the chatter and stuff from the back. Maki pulled up too. Okay, Maki looking nice too, but I wonder who she's going with, though. What are you doing all by yourself? The president is busy with logistics right now. I see. In that case, wanna dance? Huh? I'm not gonna sit around and let other people start spreading rumors that the daughter of the Shinomiya family is too awkward to dance at a party. Wow, to think that my first dance would be with you. Well, I guess that's fine. Man, them family connections, dude. This chapter in a way, man, it's like it brings a culmination to a lot of things. We're finally getting to see the Iino Ishigami relationship hopefully prosper, but at the same time mending the relationship between that of Maki and Kaguya after knowing what their families and stuff, even though their family's situation is still going to be absolute terror to go through, right? That is never going to change, I don't think. It would have to take Oko literally has to be locked up for anything like that to change. The bad blood may still end up being there, but for at least the two of them, this is great. Come to think of it, we've probably been to countless dances like this since we were children. But this is the first time we've actually shared a dance, isn't it? Well, obviously, if one of the adults ever saw Shinomiya and Shijo getting along like this, there would be an outrage. But right now, we're at Shuichin, a place where safe from prying eyes. Here we can be ourselves. Once we graduate, we won't be able to do this anymore. So even if you have Oko like as the chairman and stuff, at the very least, it's not like he has this like he's not always keeping track, I guess, of what's going on and stuff. Which at least because that was my big fear too, is that Kaguya was always being watched out, even in the place that I thought she would be the safest. But at the very least, it isn't the case. At least as long as I'm a Shijo and you're a Shinomiya. There's something I like to keep. There's something I like you to keep in mind. If you ever decide to join the Shijos, we're fully prepared to do everything in our power to protect you. I don't know. Listen, I have nothing against Maki, right? Maki, great side character. But then I remember the fact that Mikado is her brother. And I can't trust him, man. I truly can't. Maki might have great intentions of what she's trying to do here and everything. But if it involves Mikado being in that mix, I can't trust them. It wouldn't surprise me if he's like a double agent something and he's working with Oko. It wouldn't surprise me in the very least. Wouldn't surprise me in the very least. So some crazy Ponzi scheme. I don't know. Man. Oh, it just hurts because I know Maki's not a bad person whatsoever, but goddamn it doesn't mean like her family is innocent either too, man. Like, we could build you a future in which you're no longer fated to waste away as a pawn of the Shinomiyas. You see the look on Kaguya's face. I'm sure you know it's not that easy. Sure, I could accept your offer, but that wouldn't solve anything in the long run. Yeah, I figured. But still, thank you. As impossible as it may be, the idea of someday becoming your sister doesn't sound too bad to me. Oh, that was beautiful. That's beautiful. Like, Maki's great, but Kaguya, she knows what her mission is. She knows what the goal is. At the end of the day, she's not going to stray from her path. Even if hell is she has to walk through hell to ensure that she gets to heaven, she's going to do it, man. You see afterwards, you see with the Miyuki, still with the planning and everything. Oh, that's beautiful right there, man. Chica playing on the piano and stuff, but especially after the flashback is something I finally got to see like how they became friends and everything too, man. She told her quit the piano, but now see her playing again. Oh, that's beautiful, beautiful. Pardon me, princess. I want to break the monitor. I want to break the monitor, man. I seriously want to break the monitor. Get that sickle away from Kaguya. Get away. Miyuki, I will personally jump in, Rohan Kishibe style, into this screen and strangle him. Get away from Kaguya, man. I don't need this energy right now. I already have to accept that the story's coming to its final arc. I don't need this energy in my life. Please put the clipboard down. Please stop helping these other people. Go be with your woman, for God's sake. You have 2 months. Less than 2 months. Superman punch him. I don't care what you need to do. Just go. Can I have this dance? Get out of here, man. You never change, do you? Ever since we were kids, you're always go after the lonely-looking girls. Could you not talk about me like that? I feel like you've been a bit harsh to me ever since I transferred here. Don't tell me it's because you think I broke my promise to you. Did you think that I had forgotten you and went off to have fun on my own? If you do, then I'm afraid that's a misunderstanding. It may not seem that way, but I've been working hard quite hard myself. Why do you think after all this time I decided to transfer the shoe? This man really decided, if this better not be what I think it is, but it's leaning that way, and my stress meter is starting to rise a lot. This better not be what I think it is, because I will lose it, Ben. Don't tell me what this is supposed to mean. Why do you think after all this time I decided to transfer here to Shueichin? I'd like for you to trust me here. The reason I came to the school was so that I could be of help to you. I don't care. Let's go, my boy. That's my Kaicho. That's my student cons president, man. Let's go. Get out of here, man. My goat, man. Get out of here. The guy pulls up. I was scared to death they're about to bring up some stupid thing like, oh yeah, by the minute I promised we said we're gonna get married as kids and stuff or whatever. If Akasaka brought that up, I was ready to cross the ocean with me bare hands and suplex him on concrete. You have no idea. I'm so ready. I was really ready. Dragon suplex, whatever it may be, I don't care. Something that is neck down. I was so ready, man. But not today. Akasaka, you survive another day. But, Miyuki. Mikado, who do you think you are? Making a move on my girl. Yo! And look at the face of Kaguya. Yo. Look, you've got the wrong idea here. I just thought she looked a bit lonely, being abandoned by her boyfriend and all. Knock his ass out now. I don't care. Listen, I've been telling you, he is not to be trusted. Knock his ass out. He is an Oko spy. I don't care if the story tells me otherwise. I'm telling you now, protect your girl. Knock his ass out now. Do it. Oh my god, bro. Get this loser out of my face. I'm counting on you, Miyuki. If you could do something about all this, then that'd be the best possible outcome. Don't trust him. Don't trust him. Don't care. Don't care. Don't trust him. Scum. Loser. Get out of my face. And don't even dare touch Miyuki. Nah. Look, Miyuki a better man than me. I would have swung on this dude and made sure his face wasn't the exact same he came in when he walked through the door. No way, man. This mangaka, bro, knows how to make me happy when I need them to make me happy, and then finds ways to just piss me off after, and then says, by the way, I'm going on break, so you're not going to catch me. Well, don't worry. When the time's up, time is up. I'm coming. All right. Let's transition now to the end. This next dance will be the last. Oh my god, but listen, as much as I love what's about to happen right now, I need it to end with Iino and Ishigami. That's what I need right now. This is supposed to be their dance. Even I know last moments for them, but still. You called me your girl. Well, I mean... man, the emotions! If only these days could last forever. Oh, why does the bald person have to be the scum of the earth? Oh, why can't America be right next door instead? Why does he have to cross the goddamn ocean? Kaguya, man. Yeah. I'm not going to turn the page yet. I'm not going to turn the page yet. Because I have to say it. If I'm really not going to see anything between Iino and Ishigami after all that build up, that's wow. Wow, I don't know how to feel about that. You can't do next day, and I don't get to see anything there, man. There's no way. Akasaka, man. You torment me, and I thought you were about to give me something. I'd be happy, but I don't know. Now the high it went down to the middle. Let me keep reading. The next day. Every single channel was flooded with news about the Shinomiya group. As the news rolled in, my father sat watching with a grave look on his face. Of all the headlines that flashed across the screen that day, the one that stuck to me the most was the beginning of the end of the Shinomiya Empire. I wasn't too familiar with the financial world, but even I could tell that something big was happening. And on that day, Kaguya Shinomiya disappeared without a trace. What are you talking about, Akasaka? What are you talking about? Kaguya-sama wants to be confessed to. The Genius's War of Love and Brain's final act. Kaguya-sama wants to be confessed to. There's no way there's no way you go on a break after that. What does that mean? She ran away from home, or she was abducted? I don't know what that means. Are you telling me either Oko abducted her, or she literally just went ghost completely? But this feels like it's Oko. This has some Mikado too. I'm telling you, man, Mikado is a spy or something for Oko. There's something. There's no way you do that thing with Mikado and then end the chapter like this. There is no freaking way you do that. They are in league. I'm saying right now, unless I get told something else from this author, they are in league. Because I'll get myself out there with the Iino and Ishigami thing, because I am still going to be disappointed in the fact that we didn't get to see enough of that. Because that to me was the time for them. But what the hell, man? But my thing is, does she know? Like, when she's doing this thing right here, right? If only these days could last forever, right? Does she know that something's going to happen to her if she didn't say a thing? But then my thing also, too, is if she says something and then he stays back. Well, if your life's in danger, you got to say something. But, again, we don't know, right? In my head, like, when I'm reading this, I'm thinking to myself, Oko's dead? maybe, or something, because you don't do something like that and think like, oh, like this crazy thing on the news. There's a bald guy that runs pretty much everything you can think of across not just Japan but throughout the world and stuff. Right? He has his DNA is whatever linked in everything, and then you find out Kaguya she's gone without trace. This chapter has me very mixed, man. And he's looking with a grave face too, because out of the fear and stuff with Papa Shirogane, he's looking like that because of the fear of what happened with Kaguya and stuff. But like the beginning of the end of the Shinobi Emperor, so it has to be the Shijo are acting. But then again, because I firmly believe, man, you cannot trust Mikado. I've been saying this. For him to do what he did at the dance, I firmly believe he is in cahoots and had something to do with this. But now it's like, does he go? You can't, like, he seriously cannot go to America and his girl is missing. There's no way. There's no way, man. This is a lot to process, and this is going to kickstart the final arc of the story, which could go on for I don't know how long. It can end this at the end of this year. It can stretch out to spring or something. I don't know. Like, I really don't know, because recently it feels like Akasaka, 2, 3, 4 chapters have been granted. The whole stuff with Ishigami and Iino really was like the longest parts we had and stuff, and then with the little single chapters and everything, right? But it just feels like we're kicking into like the next gear so quickly. But again, I know we're in June and stuff and everything, but like you would figure at the very least, okay, a few more chapters, and then but now we're actually like, oh my god. Because that was my thing. I couldn't figure out what exactly it was that is going to play a big role in the war. Is it going to be something where, Kaguya's going to have to watch the Shijo family fight them or something, whatever, but if this is how it's going to be done, for one, how does Miyuki even find her if she's gone without like any inkling of her whereabouts? Like, does Oko have something to do with it? Which I would have to think he does, but at the same time, I have to believe Mikado has something to do with it too. Like. And literally, you're calling the final act that Kaguya-sama wants to be confessed to. Like, I don't know, man. This took a turn I was not expecting it to go into. Because I really thought we were going to truly get this Ishigami Iino stuff. So again, my disappointment still is going to be felt in it. Unless they're going to incorporate that somehow in the final arc. But I feel like this is still like a missed opportunity. And that we could have probably gotten this kind of stuff in a separate chapter. That's kind of where I'm feeling right now. This easily could have been a separate chapter and allowed Iino and Ishigami to have their time and stuff, have their great, whatever. And you could have literally had the cliffhanger being Mikado coming in to cause whatever it is and then end the next chapter with this after. So yeah, I don't know. I feel mixed because there's stuff about this chapter I really love, but then there's things I'm like, this is like the first time I'm really questioning Akasaka here a little bit. Are we kicking too quickly into the final act? Even though, like, considering like where we are in the story right now in terms of the timeline and stuff, it makes sense to do it. But you would think at the very least, like, let like some things be taken care of after all the planning that you had. And then do what you need to do. But like, I don't know, man. This is a lot. This is a lot to take in. And then we're going on break until the 21st. Like, yeah, that's tough, man. I don't know. I'm probably going to withhold my rating on this chapter because I feel like it's going to be one of those things where I need to see how this final act plays out, because it's like it has to justify, you know, skipping through the stuff with Ishigami and Iino to do this. Like, I'm happy that the fact that, okay, they got to the dance and stuff to be together and everything, but the fact that, like, you give me 5 pages, not even then, like, realistically 4 pages of them together, like, I don't know, that just feels like that's really all you can do. You set up all that time in the arc just to give me 4 pages of them at the dance. I don't know how I would feel about that. And the fact that we get nothing there about the relationship, I don't know. It just feels like I've been cheated in some way. But then it's like, now we really can't even focus in on that, because now top priority is making sure, like, Kaguya's safe. And then figuring out what the hell is going on. You know, like, is the Shijo family the ones that are doing this? Is it Oko? Is it Mikado that's causing? I don't know. But yeah, this is one of those where I need to, like, brainstorm ideas of what we're about to get into, because Akasaka definitely has their own vision of what they entail, but I don't know, man. This is one of those routes I did not expect we were going to go into for a final arc, in the manner and how quickly it was, but yeah, man, I don't know. But let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Again, how are you feeling after this chapter? I really don't know what I'm supposed to feel, because I've been wanting this stuff with Iino and Ishigami for so long, and to get the amount of stuff that we got in it, I don't think was at all enough. I really believe it was not enough. Like, it doesn't feel like I've been rewarded enough for all the time that we got spent with their relationship and stuff, and seeing where to get to this moment, to have the proper culmination of it all. I don't know if I like it. Maybe I have to think back on it and stuff. Maybe wait until more chapters come out to kind of see if they touch upon it again. But even then, just into the moment itself, I don't know how I'm supposed to feel. And then now this whole thing, like what do you think? Like, if you had to make your honest guess of what this final arc is going to do, like, how do you see this story ending, really? And do we end it at the end of this year? Does it kick into next season or next year? That's how you know I'm so messed up right now. I can't even think about, like, the timelines properly. Like, does this end next year? The end of this year? Like, I don't know. But all your thoughts, whatever you're feeling about this chapter, I need to converse and figure out what kind of mindset I should have going into this now, because I'm so, like, conflicted. Like the video if you enjoy it, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new here. If you want to be part of the weekly experience when it comes to the conclusion of Kaguya-sama, week in, week out, subscribe if you haven't already. Click on the bell to endorse update with everything that goes on the channel. With that being said, I'll catch you guys on the 21st. If my head's in a better position, I will try and discuss my thoughts on what I believe this final arc is going to have, how it's gonna go down, and what the ending can be. But for now, man, I'm gonna go lie down, because that was just too much to take in.
Going crazy, yeah, we going crazy. I'm with the team, yeah, yeah.